You colts and mares, are you ready to get brain rotted with LankyBox as well? Even that you're going to be seeing this. So well then, welcome back to Comic Studio. And today we're going to be reviewing LankyBox comic creators between those two. And I guess we're going to be started with some kind of this thing as well. Fulfilled with plushies or plushies like these. And I guess we're going to be started right here. This is going to be even more cringe. And probably this is going to be for a plushie version as well. So let's get started with this one. And it absolutely has a whole lot of themselves. Even first started, we're going to be doing the underrated way as well, which features skibbity toilets, even themselves, that we probably never going to be wanted to see like this. This is actually stupid. Wait, let's see the history of themselves as well. So this is absolutely that where we started as well, where we're gonna be saying comic. I'm never supposed to find out what it is. So this is gonna be the timeline of the comics like themselves, and I wouldn't be able to be finding out as well. So let's start it without further ado. We're going to be started with this thing as well. Wait a second. No, that must be it is. So we're going to be started with this thing as well. It features skibbity toilets, even themselves as well, which includes the Ban Ban Way, Poppy Playtime, Huggy Wuggy, Kissy Missy, Mario, Sonic, and even other more characters like these, including the number LORE, and most of us could be for a little bit more as well. So probably we're not supposed to be adding like these, and we're going to be taking over with those things whenever it does. So we absolutely having another one for some sort of the older content about for some sort of these. I don't really think that LankyBox is absolutely brain rotting everyone themselves. We turn on some spoilers, and we definitely seem something ridiculously ruining like those things. This is the fan on sprites, and this thing is absolutely brain rotting everything. And nothing exactly for this thing as well. So this isn't going to be for a round of those things as well. Even for a round of those things, and before you are able to be making of these, which features rules around here, this is not going to be allowed for a round for the inappropriate like these. No inappropriacy, no vote beggings for multiple of those times as well that resulted for around here that not able to be accessing for this thing is as well. That something is absolutely terminating you as well when you logged in to Comic Studio. No fetish comics like anything is as well. Hate comics are illegal, and mocking serious events was absolutely very dangerous. Even for to do that we just probably say on this rule tab as well. And another one couldn't be able to be to do this as well. So this is absolutely going to be get out of here for this time as well. So but probably making of this comic or posting on YouTube as well was not absolutely a good idea. This is not a good idea to post on Facebook and every kinds of social media. Even for to do this, it's absolutely having for multiple rules and multiple restrictions. We don't able to do this like anyways, and in fact we won't able to be showing for some user comics. It was maintained by DEH the best and Avendnojar, probably like anything for some kind of possible like those things. Probably that must be for some real persons, and we're not supposed to be reviewing for a little bit amount of stuff. So this concludes for round for plushies and many more kinds of stuff, such as for some kind of snacks and other plushies as well. Many more plushies and a whole bunch of more of those plushies like themselves. Pretty ridiculously cuties like these was, oh my gosh, that was creating for some sort of brain rot. That was so unpredictable. Really unpredictable, like those brain rots themselves. And finally, the backgrounds wasn't probably exist. Oh my god, we cannot able to be finding out whatsoever as well. We shouldn't supposed to find out, but I'm not sure that we won't able to be added for some characters with this thing as well. This comic studio or this comic creator was no exception around for the comic users, or for some user comics, like I guess that I do not preview for this thing as well, so I might going to be moving into another one. I finally managed to review around this because they look like passengers, but not the plushies and other kinds of stuff, and it's absolutely LankyBox or LankyBox running from Blue, and absolutely that some kind of this thing as well, scaring all of those cuties like their plushies as well. Even though this is not absolutely for brain rot things like anything as well, but I have discovered something was everybody has probably ruined like those things as well. Even that LankyBox is going to be still ruining everything as well. And like I guess, all of the haters of LankyBox, have just absolutely going to destroy LankyBox as well, which is the result of the downfall of LankyBox. Probably they're like themselves as well. Battle for Dream Island fans are going to destroy LankyBox as well. Even everybody is gonna be for unsubscribing for those kids have gone brain rotting themselves. This is not actually for something to do so as well. Trump is going to ban for round of those illegal crafts all around the country from themselves, is probably that I just pretty cared as well. So we really cared about of this situation, and next one could be for another one for as well. Let's review another one for those things, and this comic creator was the plush version. I didn't actually using for coming up for the spoilers. We already turned on for around here, including another one as well. So it was absolutely going for around here. It's owned by Adam and Justin. The full names could be for around Adam MacArthur and Justin Chroma, or Justin Chroma, like probably is going to be for around here. So the two names of those guys was actually Adam, which is here, and Justin was gonna be the other side as well. That must be for the characters, like the kitties like themselves, and a stolen name from Five Nights at Freddy's. I cannot believe it. This is actually ruining anything as well, and that was probably the cause as well. My conclusions, we gotta investigate. That must be the merchandise, even though there aren't effects like anything as well, including the backgrounds. Oh my god, we cannot able to be trying to do this. What I just try to find like actually when it goes. There must be more extras, and probably that must be for some sort of a copy thing as well. Even though we're gonna be finding out for some user comics, I'm possibly presumed like those, even for very stupid as this. We really don't like those. All of the plushes wasn't probably for sale like anything as well. After spending years later, we're about to use for the user comics for around here. So this is absolutely ruined everything as well. They act like Koreans because look at anything as well that they are living. This is probably America for as well, and I don't really think that they turn into ugly like those things. things are just turning a little bit ugly as well. The book of the year of back in 2015, I like this thing as well. That says, the title says, I feel a horrible person typing this. The shark is kind of silly, too, by the way. To be honest, that was kind of not silly. That's pretty ugly, to be honest. Like this, aren't amazing like those things. Unfortunately, everything was spoiled, but I'm probably not sure. This is pretty ridiculous, and too many Battle for Dream Island fans and Country Ball fans probably nuke it all for all of the merchandise that everybody should be hated as well. Oh my gosh. That was not pretty silly. Oh my gosh. This is absolutely... I don't really think this isn't going to be for around here. So, the story goes on. Justin and Adam hates themselves. Probably this isn't going to be for around here like anything as well. I have seen a round of those plushies. Because of those, my stupid little sister has just completely watched it, including my sister, and that was probably could make things brain rots getting even worse. And even worst of all, this is kind of perhaps the stupid like those things as well. This is probably the dark side of LankyBox as well. But I completely seen from the internet videos how does that LankyBox was completely hated as well. Even that I didn't seen that, by the way. So I might going to be finding out before the end of this video. And that was probably the case that we just probably saw. I don't want to go for some sort of comic reviews like this, and it's absolutely, we don't want to create like those things like whenever before as well. So that will be the end of this video, and the two links are going to be in description below that you make sure you're going to be finding out. But don't ever to do brain rotting as well. Added Cookie Run characters was a fun idea, but not all of the characters like anything as possible like these things as well. You might absolutely add Pixar cars for around any more like those things as well, including Diary of a Wimpy Kid, South Park, and Total Drama Island as well. Thanks for watching, for your support. I gotta be signing off, and I'll see you next time in 2 days. Anyways, I'll talk to you mini lads, comic studio users, and fellow viewers all later by themselves as well. Pretty even though. I'm not gonna be talking too much, by the way. Thankfully, that was absolutely awful for me.